Let's do this one. So the tape veins is thick. Thick veins. And it's also random. Oops, see daisy. That look pretty actually. Here I'm deciding, I did this basically, but I didn't go over this because I know it's already on top. I didn't want to get it more dirty. And then all the way to the bottom. And complete here. And there. How pretty. We can do this here too. Let's do this one. You can always erase. That's a cool thing about working with pencil. Not only it's connected directly to your brain, but you can erase all you want. And on the other side, the same thing. When I'm drawing, it's very rare that if I decided to go with this filler for the leaves, that I do every single one, because I don't know, say in this area that's very busy, I don't know what's going to happen. So I leave this for the end, because if I decide, probably I decide that this leaf will go on top and cover all this, but there's a lot of pretty information with this flower here, so I probably am going to leave it on the back. So that means that I'll probably have more leaves or more or buttons, these buttons here. So I don't complete. I wanted to say coloring, filling in the pattern that I have decided to use in the leaf. I go little by little because of details like that, because I know this is going to be on the back and I probably am going to be adding more stuff, and I don't want it to get that dirty. What do we do with these leaves? So we have our cheat sheet. Look up, but empty. I'm going to do this one. The sharp jagged edge, sharp jagged veins. And I'm going to keep the outside of the leaf thin, but the middle vein I'm going to do a little sharper. I'm going to do thicker. So I thicken all of the middle veins. Also here. And here. We have more? Yes, here. There we go. And there. And then I'm going to use my 0.3. And I do the jagged edge. And on the other side. It's kind of tricky. I'm going to leave it empty just so that I can breathe. Oh, you know what? There's another leaf here. So yeah, I'm doing the jagged edge empty so that it's not so... Oh, you know what? That's the beauty of this. You can change your mind all the time. We'll decide if to color in or not. Let's do the jagged first, the jagged part first. I love this method. It's very organic. You decide as you go. Same thing here. And kind of tricky drawing. There we go. And that direction. Here, this direction. Oh, this is the back part. Let's do this first. Hola Andrea, tengo muchas fotos. Ya lo había leído. Sí, Billy, no me aguanto por verlo. I can't wait to see it. And you're... I don't know if you guys saw my IGTV, the latest one. Hola Andrea. The latest one. You'll be able to continue watching me draw live because we're going to be teaching this in Spanish. And for those of you, well, you know how the method works, you'll be able to follow along. And I'm going to be doing different, of course, this is, we're selecting as we go, showing you how we can use only this. If you speak both languages, like Billy, you'll be able to understand and follow along. So it's a little bonus there. So continue with the jagged. Ay, 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 aquí, aquí. There we go. And on the other side. Ah, this is tricky. There we go, here. I'm trying, I don't want to move the page so that you can follow along with me. Como era? Ooh. There we go. Where else? Here. And then on the other side. And yeah, let's do this one here. And on the other side. Okay. What do we do for these fellows here? Let's try using something funky. Let's try the curly edge. It's going to be tricky. Or at least let's try the curly edge on the top. So basically the curly edge, how I did it, it's easier to do scallops and then add loops. Because if you go like that, it's kind of... If it's straight, it doesn't matter, but if it's curvy, it's kind of tricky. So we're going to do the scallops first. There we go. So scallops. This is a completely new leaf, you guys. I think. I'm almost certain. And here too. I'm going to erase lines. Erasing lines. And now We do the loops. And the loops can be solid. Let's do the loops solid. This is a funky weave. Bonito. And we can add veins afterwards also, not only the tip. The tip is one thing, then the veins is another thing. And because to play with direction and to make it more interesting, and like I said, to play with directions, the scallops they indicate to me vertical lines, that run vertical with the leaf. So we're going to do vertical veins. So it's kind of sometimes not only using the cheat sheet, but you also can go with your gut feeling. Right now, like I say, it's intuition and it's telling me straight lines. So let's thicken the stem. You can hear all the birdies. They're going crazy right now. I know it's because it's probably going to rain. So there's a lot of noise. So vertical lines. And not as close as these guys. Just, there we go. And we're going to do the thicker outline. Same thing here on all of them. Should put some music on. More scallops. Oh, and I forgot a loop there. And the last one. And the loop here. And then I go ahead and do the veins. These are like baby thin veins, but they're not as close. And this guy here, almost forgot him. There we go. Last one. Well, last one for now, because probably gonna add. Sometimes what I do is I add different leaves also. I don't continue on with the same leaf sometimes, just to make it more. To add more. For me, more is more. To add more. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna add buttons here. I know I'm gonna cover this a little bit, but it doesn't matter. So we know that it's a 5 and the petal. We know that it's a 5 petal 5 petal flower. So I'm going to draw it very lightly, the lines, so that I can go ahead and, instead of softening, I'm going to just go from the center and going off. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. There we go. I'm going off of overlapping at the same time as I'm drawing. So I'm moving away from the division that I did. And then the last one. So if you are finding this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe.